All of the 7, as Seth put it, would be watching this heat. As we check out more action underway here, Ezekiel Lau getting started against Owen Wright. Carved to set up the vertical on the end section. He'll get on the board quickly against Owen.
I've been looking forward to this heat, Joe. Ezekiel's power.
He got those 2 scores in the beginning, and I knew he had 2 solid scores. And then I had 2 waves, but they didn't spit it out for a while. And I knew that it wasn't anything great. But I don't know, Griffin just pushed me real hard to just keep pushing.
All right, Seth, nothing goes unseen with us. We'll be keeping a close eye on you. Great surfing, well done. Send it back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Rosie. Good job to Seth Moniz. We'll get right into action with Owen Wright, a former event champion. Sinks on the finish on the last closeout turn, as he's just getting started with Zeke of Mateus Hurdy, rolling in now. And setting up the right is Ezekiel Lau. The Hawaiian blasting the fins out on the first section. Big wind up, attacking the closeout with the fins flying free. When you're releasing your parts, whether it's through your social media or your sponsors. So we watch Zeke Lau wind up. Throw tail reverse on the first section. He'll find a finishing section to work with, but he can't hang on.
That was unfortunate there for Zeke. Did all the hard work, you know, and then you kind of think that I've got this, and all of a sudden a little wave takes you down.
On the north shore of Oahu, he's coming up next. Here's Zeke Lau finishing.
Big turns from Ezekiel. I like the fact he's catching a lot of waves. Owen Wright playing the patient game so far, not really working out. Here he goes now.
Love the windup on that backhand whip for Owen Wright. Former Rookie of the Year.
Maybe. I mean, I don't do that stuff, so I'm just...
Of course you do, Potts.
I'm just watching and analyzing it.
I love it. Here's Owen Wright with some speed to burn. Hacking away with that backhand that's made him a lot of money, especially at this event. Won the title in 2017 as a comeback to the tour. Had everybody in tears on the podium as we celebrated kind of a life story for Owen. His goal is just to surf again, let alone at a high level, and start off the season wearing yellow, heading into bells.
He'll do it again, you watch. He'll just do a better version of it. On a bigger wave, on a bigger section.
The 767 was insane. It was lofty, it was a punt. I guess they had to get separation between that big move. But I'm loving the action. Owen Wright, throw tail, tried to reverse it over the flats there.
You know, I suppose sometimes too, you got to look at that, you know, surfing's like art, right? Where beauty's in the eyes of the holder, right? So you got to think certain things in surfing excite you more than others.
And I'm sure he's got a big game plan against a 2-time world champion. Rolling in with Zeke Lau, full wrap. Former champ at Sunset Beach. We'll just kick out of there when the wave goes flat. Owen still out in front. Zeke just looking for a 4.14 to take the lead. Gabriel Medina, 2.93 start. Owen Wright's going to lock in here. Beautiful backhand carve, straight up vertical with the air drop on the landing. And seeing that air drop, judges like that because they know you're in the vertical part of the wave. 6'3", but so nimble. So much range with that surfboard.
It was like a foot shorter than he was, but there we go. Have a look at this turn here from Owen Wright. Wouldn't you love to be able to do that? I mean, it's just so beautiful to watch. And just the fluidity of it, the smoothness of those turns. Everything fits into place, the style, the hands, the arms, everything just looks so beautiful.
Forever when I was young, I remember like hearing about the top guys on the tour, like talking about him when I was probably like 12 or something. I think he's like a year older than me, and he was like 13, 14 down in Brazil just launching huge airs. So yeah, it's kind of cool. He kind of came out of the blue and like qualified. I know he has a lot of support from like Toledo and Miguel and stuff. It was super rad, and it was super. I'm like a real emotional guy, obviously. So when at the banquet the other day when he got his jersey and he was looking at his name, it looked like he was about to cry. And I told my dad, "That's so rad!" Like
the way Kolohe put it was that he was pumping himself up. He was getting himself in the moment. You know, he said he went for a couple, he fell, he finally made one, and it was that raw emotion, like you said.
I love it. Here comes Zeke Lau. Beautiful layback hack off the top, but just good for one move. He's still second, chasing Owen Wright's lead. And now here comes Zeke. He's got a racetrack. flying down the line. Loves a good section for a layback and ends up just running away down the beach.
I thought he was going to snapper on that one. He's going around the corner. End up at Froggies.
Under Owen's watch, into the countdown. Looks like there's a little bit of movement. Owen's got to make a move with priority, and he's going to hold off Zeke Lau. Zeke will get the interference, but he had to make a move, running out of time. Owen makes it 3-0 over Zeke, and his career moves on to round 4. Plenty of time for Medina and Hurdy, and Yago Dora and Joan Duru will be hitting the water next.